So this is a follow-up video from yesterday that talks about me being the downswing guy and so forth. That obviously brings up a lot of questions for instructors and students. And so I want to go over how I do that. I'm not going to give you every secret that I have. It would be pointless. But I will give you an idea of what we do to get players in certain areas. And here it is. So when we go back, let's just use Kenny Perry as an example, a guy that moves off of it quite a bit, hits the club across the line like this. So in our system, the reason why that works, and because in typical swing playing, a backswing guy, it would drive him nuts, especially if the guy was hitting it poorly. Because you have to remember, Kenny Perry is one of the best ball strikers on the planet, and his club points 3 fairways over to the right. Okay? How does he do it? First thing is he starts to unwind and find his center. He still stays behind it more than he needs to, but he unwinds to find his center. At the same time, as he does this, he allows the club to float back in front of him. So he looks like most guys. He's a little underplaying here, and he works the handle back in and around. It's another way to recover. So as he works back and off of it, he unwinds from the center, works right back into the timing contact point, and he's good to go. Stack and tilt guys, or I shouldn't say stack guys that just side bend left, which is stack and tilt like this. They need to run their legs back out under them. Now I don't believe in pushing forward again and doing all that stuff, but the best way to recover from there, if you're going to make this bad movement of side bending, is you're going to need to get your legs back under you, find your center, okay? Let the club work back around and find the time of contact point again. Okay? Another way of doing it. Somebody that lifts it up, vertical, just the vertical arm. Fred Couples does this and then turns around. But a great way to do that, you have to let the legs right before the end, let them under, and then work that shaft back underneath. Okay? Because there's two primary principles that have to happen on the downswing. You need to find your center of the body. It needs to recover to give you maximum energy to deliver the club, and you need to find the center of the shaft. Okay? What I mean by center of the shaft is the shaft on the downswing. There's a lot of ways. There's guys that come down vertical. You don't see many on tour. Phil Mickelson does it and then lays it back at the very bottom here by tilting. But really where you want to find the center is about halfway down this club. The sweet spot is in playing with the inside quadrant of the ball. Okay? It'd be like right in here. That's pretty neutral playing. Anything under that's under, anything over that's over. But underplaying can still save it. Overplaying is trickier from here because underplaying, they can just work the club back. Even though they're not good here, they can work it down and in and save it. Whereas somebody that's steep, like this, you have to start back bending a little bit. It's the reason why Phil Mickelson can't cover the ball is because of the steepness of the downswing, the wrist hop here. If that was more in line here, he could go after it. But I'm not saying he needs to change that or anything else. I'm just telling you why he has to back bend, okay, to save it. It's another way. It's a way of what we call recovering. That's how he recovers and plays at the level, which is unbelievable. And it's a way that Kenny Perry recovers. Another way to recover is they always get the shaft in the sweet spot in line coming into the ball at least 3 feet from the ball. Every one of them does it or they don't play on the tour. But another way that we do that is we get our players to, let's say we're back to Kenny Perry, we get them to recover and be aggressive and attack the ball. Okay? So if we're over here with Kenny Perry, we do the shaft and the body. So now we're centered, so if you want to hit the push draw, fine. You want to hit the little small pull fade, you can, or just a straight neutral shot, boom. Okay? So we recover from any angle. If I just lift the club straight up, okay, the way we teach the downswing is we're going to end up looking like everybody's the same. So if I'm here, up, boom, I can hit the same way. Okay? If I take the club in, around, and over, by the time I float, I can be in, around, and over, I can be the same way. If I back bend here, I'm the same way. I find my center of my body every time. That's one of the principles that we teach everybody, whether it's online or they come to our academy. And that's what makes us different. We can teach them how to find the center of their body and store and maintain torque in both the shaft and the sweet spot and the body until it's time to deliver it. Okay? I don't care what backswing you bring in. You can have it. You can have that club point way over here. I'm still going to teach you how to get the club centered back out, right? So if I'm over here, way flat like this, I'm still going to teach you how to find your center with the body and the shaft and the sweet spot. Say it over and over because that's a major part of what we do. That's why we are downswing guys and not backswing guys. Because guess what? If you make all these problems here and you have instructors saying, okay, you need to be here, 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 they have to fix all that, and guess what? When they start down and they go this way, you got to fix all that too. You're going to be buying a hell of a lot more lessons and a lot of inefficiency because you're never going to think you're going to get it because you're always going to be hitting it poorly, and you'll probably quit before you get better, unfortunately. Fix your downswing. What do you think hits the ball? Does a backswing hit the ball? No. Does a downswing hit the ball? Yes. Be a downswing guy. You'll be a better player.